everybody, my name is Kim and welcome back to Bookmarks and Breadsticks. Welcome back to Bookmarks and Breadsticks. Here is a new camera angle because I don't quite know where to film yet in my new house. But I'm back after a couple weeks off of not filming and adjusting to my new home, so I wanted to get started. Why not start with my May book haul? Now, I know, now that I'm in New York, I'm going to make a conscious effort to use my public library, but I was in New York, I was still in Chicago for a couple weeks, and I did pick up a couple of books. Let's start with The Devil's Cup, Coffee, the Driving Force in History by Stuart Lee Allen. I'm going to be reading this because this is a potential candidate for a future Read It and Eat box. I was getting some feedback from people that it's hard to commit to a new subscription box because they might not like the book. So I am thinking in the future I'm going to review the books in upcoming boxes so that you guys can feel more confident on your purchase. So first one is all about coffee. I'm trying not to drop everything, but I have a lot of books. The next one, which is actually going to be in the fall maple themed box, is The Sugar Season, A Year in the Life of Maple Syrup and a Family's Quest for the Sweetest Harvest by Douglas Why Not. And yes, it really is Why Not. That's a pretty cool last name. Why not? So again, this is another nonfiction book, a micro history. This is more of just a family history about maple syrup, but I'm super excited to read and review this too. So my goal is to actually review this sometime before summer ends because it's the fall box. And for the winter box is booze themed. I think that's a good holiday gift, as you can get a booze book and a booze cocktail making kit. And we have a book by Eric Alperin and Deborah Stoll, Unvarnished, a gimlet-eyed look at the life behind a bar. And I don't know why, but at first glance, this looks a little bit like, not Hugh Grant, Hugh Jackman, there we go. So this is another book for the Read It and Eat box subscription. As you can see, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it outright, but all of the books I use in the Read It and Eat subscription boxes are used books. I want to help divert waste from landfills and give books a second chance. So this book actually came from a public library and has the plastic book cover on it, which makes me super happy. I actually really like that. So those are three future books for Read It and Eat subscription boxes that I'm going to read. The next group are books that I had been eyeing in open books in Chicago for months, and I just wanted to get them before I moved. And I know that's ridiculous when I could just pay for shipping, but I wanted to get them. One is Spirals in Time, The Secret Life and Curious Afterlife of Seashells by Helen Scales. I actually had meant to read this for Springathon, but moving took over my life. It's fine. Another, Booze Hound, On the Trail of the Rare, the Obscure, and the Overrated Spirits by Jason Wilson. And this next group are all fiction. The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. Natalie Tan's Book of Luck and Fortune by Roselle Lim. The Coincidence of Coconut Cake by Amy E. Reichert. And Frying Plantains by Zalika Reed Benta. So look at me guys, buying more food fiction. So those are four, okay, so to echo back, 3 books for Read It and Eat future boxes, 4 foodie works of fiction, and 2 more nonfiction that I got at open books. And yes, I am gonna keep filming and rolling on my chair. I have a break between meetings, so I thought I'd film. The next stack of books are Welcome to Buffalo books that I did pick up at a bookstore here. I know, I'm terrible. I don't care. To be completely honest, I actually walked into the bookstore because the writer of the graphic novel series Berserk, that epic tale that's been around for 30 years, he died, so Dan wanted to go get all the tomes. To be honest, I saw my first Father's Day display and I got really emotional. I knew that Father's Day would keep coming, that it's going to be my first Father's Day without my dad. And what do I do when I get really upset? I buy books. It is what it is. I bought The Kitchen Front by Jennifer Ryan. This is a brand new 2021 release. This is about 3 different women who are entering a cooking competition during, I believe, World War II? I think it's World War II. Yeah, 2 years into World War II, Britain is feeling her losses. The Nazis have won battles, the Blitz have destroyed cities, and the U-boats have cut off the supply of food. In an effort to help housewives with food rationing, a BBC radio program called The Kitchen Front is holding a cooking contest, and the grand prize is a job for the program's first ever female co-host. And it follows 4 different women, all trying to win this competition. Some other 2021 releases. Delicious, The Evolution of Flavor and How It Made Us Human by Rob Dunn and Monica Sanchez, which this cover is just so cool. Like, all I saw was the spine, and that was enough for me to grab it off the shelf and look at it. So this, I really wonder, I want to like analyze book covers because I think some people really have a knack for it. The next, which I'm a little bummed because the bottom of the cover, the dust jacket, is ripped already and I'm going to have to tape it, but The Secret History of Home Economics, How Trailblazing Women Harness the Power of Home and Change the Way We Live by Danielle Drellinger. I don't know who recommended this on BookTube, but I saw someone talking about it and I got really, really excited. I did take home ec in school, and I did learn to sew, and I did learn to cook. I never used those skills. My older sister actually can make whole costumes for her LARPing friends and herself, and my younger sister's a really good cook. I liked that class. I liked those foundational things. I'm interested. The Difficult Book of Fruit. This is by Kate Lebo. I did see Olive on a book. Olive recommend this. Arguments of the Tart, Tender, and Unruly with Recipes. I heard it's an interesting book. The spine's acting a little funny on this book. I don't know how to explain it. It like wiggles slightly. I'm probably insane. But another beautiful cover. Next up is In Search of Mitocopia. In Search of Mitocopia. Citizen Science, Fungi, Fanatics, and the Untapped Potential of Mushrooms by Doug Burend. So I just finished a book this month, The Entangled Life, all about mushrooms, and I'm obsessed, and I want to learn more about it. I think Olive compared this book with another mushroom book. I'll have to go double check, but obviously I love it when I can get recommendations from other nonfiction writers, and mushrooms are in the food world. This is like food adjacent because it's not like in the chef sense of food, but it is nature, it is food, it is something we consume, but largely overlooked in terms of studies and research. And finally, one last fiction, The Say Yes Summer by Lindsay Roth Cully. And this is, oh my gosh, Rachel has graduated, she was the perfect student, now she has a summer, I'm guessing before college, to do whatever she wants, and she's going to end up working on an ice cream truck. This is maybe 240 pages long. I could probably knock this out in a day. And as you will see in upcoming months, I still want to unwrap. But I am excited to take a break from buddy reads. Not that I didn't love buddy reads, but I was doing buddy reads. I have arcs that I want to get through for review purposes. And then I just want to read. It's summer. I'm in my new house. I just want to enjoy. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 new books I got in the month of May. I don't know what to say. I'm excited to be in my new home finally. There's a level of relief that's just rolling off my shoulders, and it makes reading fun again. Not that BookTube ever made reading not fun, but when you're stressed out with so many other things in your life, I'm glad I took this couple weeks off. I feel refreshed, and I'm just gonna read what I want to read. I am still gonna unwrap. But maybe I unwrap 2 books, and then the rest of the month I can either keep unwrapping or read some of these fiction books, because now I've got quite a backlog of fiction to read as well. But let me know in the comments below, do any of these books interest you? Is this camera angle weird? I kind of like it, because I feel like it makes my face look a little thinner, which I know it's a fuck beauty standards, but I do want to look pretty. As she cringes. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, but I'm sure that whole conversation the last 60 seconds was a huge reason why you would want to subscribe. But I post new bookish content every Tuesdays and Saturdays and sometimes Thursdays, focusing in food writing, culinary nonfiction, and now adjacent categories, kind of like food environmentalism, nature, and so on. If you're looking for a fiction buddy reader for foodie books, like any that I recommended, let me know. Maybe we can do a casual buddy read, maybe no live show included. But anyway, I hope you are well. I hope you are enjoying summer. I hope that you are staying safe. If you're vaccinated, wonderful. I hope you can get vaccinated. I hope you're well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.